All right, we are live. All right. Oh, 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 okay. I've cracked enough of my body. Welcome, Internet. It is I, Anime Mars Guy, here with another stream called Come Stretch With Me, episode 10. We're on the 10th episode of the stretching theme. And my goodness, it's only Monday. It's already this tiring. Hopefully you guys are having a better Monday than I am. Just realized the microphone again. Oh my goodness. I have to say, this year is going by very, very quickly again. It's already June, halfway through 2026. I feel like my 30s is disappearing a lot quicker than my 20s. I feel like the 20s was going not slow, but it feels like a dream where it just is ongoing, never ending. But the moment I'm 30 now, I feel like the number just keeps on increasing very, very quickly. And long before I knew it, I am already nearly mid 30s now. I'm like, wow. Makes me wonder what have I accomplished in my life. A lot of times it gets quite depressing, very sad as well. But anyway, this is why I am here, trying to improve myself, trying to strive new things, have new goals and everything. So, but yeah, it's tiring. It's a Monday. I think everyone is feeling it. Oh, bloody sake. You scared the heck out of me. I was not talking to you, AI, and never was. How dare you speak to me in a different language, especially? And that scared the heck out of me as well. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's start with the stretches. Today, I am going to do some back related stretching because I am going to go to the gym to do some back workout. And I've been feeling some pain in my lower back hip area recently, only because I've been doing heavy weights on the squat. And obviously, doing heavy weights on squats can sometimes injure yourself, because, it's heavy weights. And now, I'd like to say I didn't injure myself, but I think I may have antagonized a old injury I used to have, and it's resurfaced and kind of hurting me. So I'm trying to go to stretch it out and trying to get all the lactose and everything all bleeded out, so it stopped hurting me. So I'll show you what kind of stretch I'm going to do. Hoping you can still hear me. It's very simple. Hoping you can see me. Bring this leg up to your chest and just squeeze on it. If you can't balance, get a chair like so. Sit down, bring it up to you like that, like so. Your other leg, try to keep it straight. If you can't, slightly curved is or bent is fine, but bring this to yourself. Let me just change the camera angle. So bring this leg to yourself and just kind of like squeeze and push into you. Now you want to aim it towards your chest, only because this is help to, squeeze this hip muscle area, so that once you release it, it releases all of the blood and everything, and you just let it flow out. So it's a good stretch. It's a good squeeze on the muscle. It's just like, oh, let go. I'm very fat today, more so than ever, because my family has cooked cottage pie for dinner, and I have a very healthy heaping of serving for myself, and I am reaping the damage to my body. I am very full, in a deep coma right now of food, and feeling very heavy in the stomach. So it's going to be interesting when I go to the gym to do some back exercise, as my stomach's going to be in my way. Anyway, let's do the other side of the leg. Pardon me. Apologies. Here we go. Oh. I have terrible balance on my left side, so I'll try to see if I can keep hold of myself like this. Whoosh. Just going to hold on to my chair, just squeezing. Oh yeah. Oh, all right. I have to say, I feel like I am gaining muscles and losing muscles at the same time. Sometimes when I wear these clothes that's like slightly tight on me, I feel good. But after a while, these clothing which gets stretched, and then I feel like, oh, it's no longer as tight on me, and I feel like I've lost muscle mass. So sometimes I can't tell if I'm losing muscle mass or not, or I'm gaining muscle mass. I like to think I am. I'm getting, exceptionally swole, but that's not the case. I am getting lean, I would say. I'm gaining some muscles, but how much, I don't know. I haven't really compared my old photos just yet. But I like to assume that I am making some progress. But enough of that. I want to talk about a new game I bought for myself. I had the pleasure of buying and playing Dynasty Warriors 9 on PS4. Now, I know a lot of people's reviews and everything is kind of mixed, but mostly is negative because of the new format of the way how the game works and plays out. So if you're not familiar with the game Dynasty Warriors, it's basically a hack and slash game where you can play an array assortment of main characters that is based on ancient China history. Ancient Chinese history. I don't know why I said China history. Chinese history. So we're talking about ancient Chinese history during the Han, or the dynasty era. So we're talking about very, very ancient, where people use swords and spears, arrows, and everything. The only thing that makes it very different is that you're not fighting in a realistic format. You have all these special moves where you can create explosions and shoots out an array of not beams, but dragon flames coming out from your weapon and everything, or wind sphere and all that stuff. So you have special moves where it didn't exist back then, but the context of the battle and what's going on is based on actual historical events that's happened in the past. So it's really cool because you get to role play in the ancient era. but with a slight twist of fantasy genre like fighting style. And you get to play all of those characters that existed back in that time. And they are using real people, like real living people that existed back in that time that actually that happened in those battles. So now Dynasty Warriors 9 is a big experiment where they took a very leap of like, faith and experiment where they become a open world RPG. So normally the game, the way the format works is mission based. So when you complete one mission, you go to the next mission, and the next mission will unlock a new map, and you play in that map only. And you're stuck in that map until you defeat the final boss in that particular mission. Now the open world RPG format gameplay in Dynasty Warriors 9 is that you can travel the entirety of, well, ancient China, and you can do all sorts of arrays of different missions, from mini missions to the storyline missions. And as I first played it, I didn't realize it. It didn't really tell me why I couldn't move on to the next mission until a pop-up notification told me that the download is finished. Then the game continued to play as intended. I was stuck in the tutorial for a very long time. I don't know why. I literally just kept on looping the boss battle of the same boss characters they have in the tutorial section, and just keep on looping and looping. I'm just like wondering what's going on. I've already increased my character to level 10. I'm like, is it not going to allow me to progress further? Because I do want to progress further now with my level 10 character. Oh yeah, there's a leveling system as well. I mean, you always had a leveling system in the previous games, but the way this leveling system is obviously slightly different to the previous franchises, and the way you collect the weapons is also different as well. So again, the game was fun, but obviously it's very very different. The entirety of the format is very different. Not what I was accustomed to or used to. So I have a mixture of feelings for it. I love the franchises, and I actually, you know, um, praise and not praise, more like I admire that they're brave, their courageousness to change the way the game works and plays out, rather than their old format where it always works, where it's just mission based and carry on going, and then you lock more characters as you go on. Instead, they create a new one, and it was fun in its own way. The only thing I would say that I have issue with is the lagginess and the way the AI works in the game. Now, I know everyone always hear the word AI, so it's like, oh my god, AI. What I mean by AI is that there's a function called auto run. So you can press a button and it'll run for you. So you go from one location to another. So the problem with the auto run is that there are times where it doesn't actually understand where it's going. So it starts looping round and round and round and round, where clearly the checkpoint is in front of you, but the AI, the way how they design the AI engineering of the character auto moving is not very good. And so because of this, even though you were originally on the road mark that the NPCs are designed to go on. That's how the auto run works. They can run on the same roadmap that the NPCs follow. Because the horse travels so quick and quicker than the foot soldier NPCs, or NPCs that's on foot running, it confuses itself and it will start looping itself around and around and around, on the same route. And especially when there's a crossroad, it becomes even more confused. So it does another loop again, unless you control you sort of slightly adjust the movement or the direction. It will then reconfigure its roadmap pattern, and then it'll go onto the right track. So that's one of the problems. But there are also other like laggy or buggy issues. So the whole entire map is very interactive. So you can uh, wall jump, scales on wall, and jump on the walls and everything. And it's very interactive. You can go on the roof and all that stuff. In the previous games, you can't really much jump on other on other obstacles, anything like that. It's very locked in, so you can't really go onto a roof or anything like that unless you somehow bug the system to make them go on top of another obstacle. Now, because of made it very interactive, you have a situation where if you're near the edge of a area, like for a castle or the road, and the next to the edge of the road is the river, the AI can't seem to understand, are you on the dirt path or the river path? So your character will jump between, like it was like jumping between very quickly, like lagging jump like that, and it becomes very confused. And then once you start moving, then it will determine whether or not it'll stay on the dirt or the river. So it has a lot of these bug issues. I thought it would have already been addressed and fixed because this game came out in 2018, if I remember correctly. So it's been about 8 years now. So I thought all the DLCs that they've added onto this game would have patched the bugginess. So I bought this game for £15. This includes the season pass, meaning all the DLCs that they have intended to release in the future is all included in one pass, in one game of the digital copy. Now I was thinking of buying the physical copy, but I thought I can't bother to wait for the disc to come, so I just bought it yesterday and just played the new game. So it was fun, and it did get me hooked on to playing it. It's just the way the story plays out. It's obvious you can follow it, but at the same time, it doesn't give you like a very clear motive of what to do, if that makes sense. Because there's so many elements in the game, you can get very easily sidetracked with a lot of quest or events or mini games, side quests, and all that stuff in, in one run. So I was in an endless loop of doing, side quests, hunting, and doing a lot of these like little mini games and collecting certain things. I got to the point where, hold on, this is not part of the story. I need to go back to where my mission base is and follow the mission story. Then I'll go on. So it does get slightly overwhelming because there's so many things to do. There's like a lot of things to do as well. So if you have um, very short attention span, it does become very difficult to follow, and you will feel very overwhelmed to the point where you don't know where to start, and you may end up wanting to give up the game itself. Now, the game has potential. I do believe it has a very good potential, the way how they play the format and everything. But I don't think this is the first time they made Dynasty Warriors like this. But I think it only was on the Chinese or the Japanese version of it, because I've seen a similar format like this for Dynasty Warriors, but it wasn't in English for English audience. It was in for like the Asia audience. However, the problem for it was the way the game works. I don't think it was properly fleshed out or thought very well for a Western audience to play. Hold on, I got to sneeze. Oh, sorry. Bless me. So yeah, so it's not very fleshed out for the Western audience. And the voiceover, while some of them was good, most of them doesn't sound right. It sounds very cringy because they were trying to emulate the ancient Chinese etiquette of how they greet and talk to each other. It didn't sound right the way they did it. I get what they're trying to do, but it just didn't sound right. It just sounded very cringy. Oh, I got blocked nose. Hold on, let me just blow my nose. I'm just gonna mute you for a minute, so I don't want you to hear me blowing my snot out. Okay, so that's, yeah, I should cut it there now. I'll talk about it later. I'll just carry on doing the stretching because the whole point of today's video is about stretching, not me yapping. So, on to the next one. It's a stable of mine I like to do. I'll show you. Okay, so in a kneeling position, you go in one knee like that, and you push forward like this, like so. So you end up having one leg behind you like this, and the other leg almost like in a squat position. You just have your two arms on the side and just hold this position. You should feel the inner thighs kind of being stretched like doing a split, but you also want to push this knee out a bit. If you can't, just do this. Put your arm inside and push it with your elbow so you can feel the inner thighs really being stretched out. Oh. Oh. We switch. If you just have nothing in the way, so you really properly stretch yourself. Oh yeah. You know, there's a manga I've been rereading now, and I'm glad it continued as well. The artist has recovered. I don't know, have you read it? It's a manhwa, but it's a Korean manhwa. It's called Reformation of a Deadbeat Noble. Iron Pereira. It's an amazing character, amazing story. I love all the side characters as well. I call them main characters because they're just as equally as important to the main character as well. Brett Lloyd, Judith, Ilya Lindsay, all these characters, they're very, very good. Oh, especially Brett Lloyd, the best friend and rival to the main character. Rereading it, I really love the story, really love the character development of him. It makes you feel like you want to, improve yourself just as the main character did, and strive for improvement from the self. That's what I'm trying to emulate as well. That I'm trying to improve myself, trying to do better, trying to be better as well. I'm trying to not be lazy. So with my newfound, what's the word? Concentration. Yeah, I can't remember the word concentration now. Yeah. No, there's another word for it. I just can't remember now. But I think you get what I mean. But with my newfound, oh shoot, I can't really remember now. I just call it concentration. I want to do as much as I can, and I have started editing my new video. I've nearly finished filming all of the scenes that I was meant to have in the video. I just need to film a few more things, and then I have all the entirety of the scenario and scenes filmed, and I just need to edit it. Now, the editing part, the only part maybe is more tedious is getting rid of the green screen. It's very easy using Ultra Key on Premiere Pro, but you still have to mask around the character and making sure that it's there's no like green color left over still. You're trying to grab the using the eyedrop to get the green that encapsulate the entirety of the green screen to get rid of it, and then using the effects toggle to get rid of the finer details. So that's a bit more of a tedious task. Once I've done that, then it goes into the slightly less, but still a tedious task of editing the scene in the way I want it to be as well. Yeah, so it is tiring. This video I do feel like it's going to be fun to do. That's the main thing. I feel like editing is going to make it fun. If you make it as a job, it's going to make you feel less motivated to do. That's the word, motivation. I knew I would get the word, but in a slightly different way. But anyway, yeah, making this as more of a fun way to do it, having fun, less of a job, so you have more motivation and uh, stability and consistency of wanting to carry on doing this. As much as I also wanted to earn money as well, but I've got to be consistent and motivated and willing to do this. If I just only do it on and off in the series, it's not going to kick off or take off any time. So there's a lot of things as well. I still need. One thing I have been putting off is actually creating shorts for my live stream to make like highlights. So it's like a bit like a advertisement and you know advertisement mainly for my live stream. So that's the one thing I need to do as well, but I haven't really got round to really do it. So yeah, I have a lot of things planned, but I haven't really executed it. That's the really thing about it. That's pretty much my life. You have a lot of plans, but there's no execution. So now it's just me trying to slowly execute every plan that I have so I can make it into fruition and into reality. Such as life. Such as life. Does get difficult in life. As you get older, you start to become more tired, less motivated. Just exhausted, I have to say. One thing I did realize is that last week when I was with the youth, I played some running game. I was sprinting around playing with the youths, and my goodness, my whole body, my legs especially, died on me. I really felt my age, but I didn't expect it to really impact me that way, to hit me that hard, that my legs felt wobbly, jelly, muscle pain was kicking in already. I was like, wow, it's not even, I didn't even do leg day, but it's counted as leg day because I was running, I was using my leg muscles, but it felt like I did a very strong, hard session of a leg day where I really pushed myself to the maximum. And it was just like, oh my goodness. It, I, it felt very different. I mean, obviously, I'm doing running is more like a sport, if that makes sense, because I was doing sprint. So it's like I was doing a sprinting sport exercise. And obviously, the leg muscles required to do sprints is more explosive and more powerful. And obviously, you're moving your legs a lot quicker. So with the power, speed, and everything, is you're using the muscles more. Because of this, my muscle, I'm still in pain actually in my legs. So, oh, yeah, muscle pain. My goodness, and just running. That's how old I feel, and how old I am now. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, so continue to do this. So you wanna here we go. Get into that position again, and just push your knee that's near your body out. So really stretch it out. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, you guys are having a better time and not feeling as much pain as I am. Hold on, sorry, get itchy nose. Yeah, hopefully you guys you're faring better than I am. Oh, oh yeah. Okay, and switch. Oh yeah, really feeling the stretch now. Feeling the burn. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, sorry, just got itchy nose. All right, we get into a different stretching position this time. So this is my very stable favorite. You go on your front like a seal and push yourself up like that. So your body is bent. I don't know how to really say it. Like, you're curving backwards, keeping your body straight like a seal. I don't know if you can see me right now. Yeah, like that. So like that. So I want to be in the seal position. Ooh. And push your shoulders down. So really feeling the benefits of stretching and squeezing the lower back and stretching your abdomen muscles, and keep your chest up and straight. And it will release into bowing position. Face getting itchy. That was a good workout. Good stretching workout. We'll do it one more time and we'll call it a day. But yeah. But talking about Dynasty Warriors 9. Now, the game, so far, I don't have much of a complaint. I mean, I didn't pay for full price, which is a good thing. I did wait for about 8 years till I actually played the game. And obviously, it only cost about £15 in total to buy the digital copy and the seasonal pass. All in one go. So, got all the DLC. Now, the one thing I would say is that I'm amazed is the amount of characters they have added into the game. So I have unlocked an an array of characters now, and you also unlock a very cool final boss like character in Dynasty Wars called Lu Bu. If you are familiar with him, he is known as the reincarnation of the god of war. That's in every civilization and culture. They all have a god of war like figure and belief as well. And obviously, in ancient China, their god of war is slightly different, but nonetheless, it's still called a god of war. And Lu Bu, a prominent figure in China, felt like the embodiment and reincarnation of God of War because of his unmatched strength and unreal power that he has displayed in ancient history text-wise. because everyone that has witnessed and fought against him, it felt like a mythology was coming to life when you read the epic tales of him. So obviously in the game, he is like considered like a final boss and the hardest boss to as well to fight against. And once you unlock the character, you feel immensely invincible because everything you go, you every because one, even when you start level one, you felt like you're more powerful than every character. Every move you do is like a finishing combo, and it's just, and obviously in this hack and slash game where you are, that is always mainly is famous for is that you get to fight an army of people in front of you and you can just blow them away. So it's like a great way to, really de-stress and relieve that stress that you have because you just get to decimate the entire army in one go, in one as a man army. Like watching Madara, Uchiha, defeating the uh, Ninja Alliance or the Coalition, or I can't remember what they call it now, the Ninja Alliance, yeah, Ninja Alliance. And he was just decimating them with all his jutsus that he has and his taijutsu that he has honed to master level. And it's just amazing because you get to see them all blown away, destroyed, and they're using all these special moves and finishing moves and everything. It feels euphoric, I tell you. That's probably not probably. It is one of the reasons why Dynasty Warriors is such a famous game. It's because of the fact that you get to destroy an army all in one go as just one man army. And you can use multiple. You can play as multiple characters doing the same thing again and again. So it's a replayable content where you just do it over and over again, but it's just feeding you euphoria of destroying an army. So it's fun. But again, yeah, playing Lubu, I unlocked Lubu very quickly. I didn't play very long. I already unlocked the character Lubu, but I think it's because it's already in the ninth, uh, like the ninth, not installment, but the ninth in this franchise. And I think people already know all the most of the characters, the main characters or the favorite characters that you want to replay again. So they probably unlock those characters very quickly for you. But I'm just surprised at the fact that there's that many characters you can play in the game. Now, I haven't played any other characters just yet, so I'm that type of person where I will finish one character until I move on to the next one. So I don't know what's it like once you finish one character. How does the new character play? Is it a new game plus, or is it a new game entirely? Do you get to keep all the items and weapons that you placed in the previous um, game? I mean, in the previous character game. So how does it work and all that stuff? I don't know. So far, so forth. I've only played one character that they only allow you to play as. So yeah, I'm still using that character, still playing the story. I'm still going through the game to see how far it goes and see where it goes. So yeah, yeah. Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, it's definitely not 5 out of 5 or 4. It definitely is a 3 out of 5 game. I only because of uh, the design for it is not properly utilized and done well. I'd say it's not very Western friendly kind of like type of game. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know. Is there something called Western friendly kind of game? But I think people get it that there's Western type of games that Western people likes and Asian types of games that only Asian people likes to play. So yeah, it just depends. I don't know. It's just I don't think Dynasty Warriors 9 was done as well as it could, only because of the utilization of the way the gameplays works and everything. Although there is a new Dynasty Warriors coming out, and I think they're still using the open world sort of like setting. I think they've finally fleshed it out, but they're using limited characters. It seems like, or either you get to use a unique character and play as that unique character and just level it up. I don't know. That's from what I can see so far. That's what it looks like. So we'll see how it goes once it comes out. I can't play it. This is on PS5. And there's also a new Gundam game that I really want to play as well. That looks really cool, which is not Gundam versus Gundam, it's Gundam versus Aliens. Um, so it's on PS5 only, and fortunately, I don't have PS5. I don't have justification to buy it, but maybe in the future I'll buy a PS5. But anyway, never mind yapping. Let's do the stretching. The last stretch, and we call it a day. Oh, all right. All right, back into this position again. And then push forward. Slightly lean forward. And then use this other arm to really push against the knee to let that stretch really stretch out the inner thigh. You want to really feel that stretch. Oh, yeah. Whew. Okay, and switch. Okay. Luckily, I'm wearing the mask. You can't see my ugly face right now. I'm just squirming and squinting right now because of how much pain I'm feeling. Oh, hopefully you can feel the benefit of the stretch in your muscles. I'm really doing it. Obviously, don't overstretch to injure yourself. Just stretch as far as you can. Oh, okay. And the last one, it's like the seal position, but go on your front, flat. Once you're flat, push up. Oh, drop your shoulders, keep your chest up. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Push. Oh my goodness. And release into bowing position. Oh. Hey. Oh. Oh. All right. Oh, okay. Well, oh, pardon me. Sorry. Oh, that food is giving me the acid reflux. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this stream. We done the stretching. I think we've done a good benefits of stretching your body, keeping it healthy, and keeping it strong as well. hopefully you able to do it, able to follow along and feel the benefits of it as well, and reap the benefits actually. So I'm gonna, before I end it, go read the Bible first and call it a day. Oh. All right, this is Book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 1. It's called the Temptation of Jesus. Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the desert to be tempted by the devil. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. The tempter came to him and said, "If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread." Jesus answered, "It is written, man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. "If you are the Son of God," he said, "throw yourself down, for it is written, he will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." Jesus answered him, "It is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." Again the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. "All this I will give you," he said, "if you will bow down and worship me." Jesus said to him, "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." Then the devil left him, and angels came and attended him. Wow, very, very powerful there. Can you imagine being tempted by the devil 3 times like that? And the last one, giving you all the splendors, the richness of the world that the world can offer to you, and having the fortitude to be able to resist these glamorous stuff that only lasts for a short time until you die and you can't bring them with you. It's a very, very powerful passage, I would say, because I doubt anyone will be able to resist such temptation, especially when it makes you feel that good, especially in your desperate time of need as well. So yeah, hopefully this passage brings you comfort, brings you strength, and helps you to reinforce your mental fortitude as well. This is Anime Mask Guy. I hope you enjoyed the show. See you all on Wednesday. This is Anime Mask Guy signing out. And I'm going to do this really cool transition on Streamlabs. Only Kick people get to see this, so it's cool. However, on Restream, they can't see it. It's just going to be a simple one, just me ending it as normal.